We live.
Been in the game for quite some time, writing words and spitting rhymes, twisting up verbs and dropping dope lines. I'm here to take my shit back, motherfucker, don't give me what's mine. Ow. You wanna do what I do? You gotta do what you do. You wanna talk the way I talk? You gotta talk, you talk. You wanna walk the way I walk, yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Who's Jack? 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 Do you wanna know? You like the stylish clothes I wear? Hold up, bitch, don't touch my hair. You smell the fragrance of my cologne through the air. A bona fide man, know what you know about that, Jack? You wanna do what I do? You gotta do what you do. You wanna talk the way I talk? You gotta talk, you talk. You wanna walk the way I walk? Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Hold up now, you must think you slick. You talking about that, but that ain't this. You think that you're magic, hocus pocus with all your tricks. Wanna impress me, bitch? Drown a fish. You bitch, you. You wanna do what I do? You gotta do what you do. You wanna talk the way I talk? You gotta talk, talk. You wanna walk the way I walk? Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Been in the game for quite some time, writing words and spitting rhymes, twisting up verbs and dropping dope lines. I'm here to take my shit back, motherfucker, don't give me what's mine. Ow. You wanna do what I do? You gotta do it, you do it. You wanna talk the way I talk. You gotta talk, talk. You wanna walk the way I walk. Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Who's Jack? Who's Jack?
3 minutes. We're gonna start. 3 minutes. We're gonna start this discussion and presentation.
Who's Jack? 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 Do you wanna know? Who's Jack? Do you wanna know where is Jack? Who's Jack? I can tell you something about Jack. Where you are for real, baby. Let me show you. Who's Jack? You like the stylish clothes I wear? Hold up, bitch, don't touch my hair. Don't touch my hair, girl. You smell the fragrance of my cologne through the air. A bona fide Mac. Know what you know about that, Jack? You wanna do
What I do,
you gotta do it, do it. You wanna talk
the way I talk.
You gotta talk, talk. You wanna walk the way I walk. Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Who's Hold up now, you must think you slick. You talking about that, but that ain't this. You think that you're magic, hocus pocus with all your tricks. Wanna impress me, bitch? Drown a fish. You bitch, you. You wanna do what I do. You gotta do it, you do. You wanna talk the way I talk. You gotta talk, talk. You wanna walk the way I walk. Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try.
What you like? Bitch, you don't know Jack. You don't know Bruce Jack. Bitch, what you like? What you like, bitch? Please, please.
All right, all right. Enough of that funky stuff, right? So I wanted to go live and hash out this topic. I've titled this Egyptians versus Kushites and the major difference, right? And I have to go through this every few years because people get comfortable and forget in trying to include Nubians uh, um, in the formation of ancient Egypt, right? And it stems from the false teachings of Dr. Ben. That's where it stems from, and I will show this and how people followed and parroted what he did all the way until today. We're going to stop this fake history, this revised history, this what you call pseudo history, right? And I want to clarify some things. I'll address the videos that's been made about me over the last few days, and people put in at least, uh, uh, let me see, 6 hour live stream, 4 hour live stream, another 3 hour live stream. People have put in 14 hours of streaming about Chief X in the last 2 days. You only do that when someone is whooping that ass intellectually. So you got to convene a bunch of different people to try and combat what I've been saying or have said in the past. What's up, Shock Value? You gonna see now? These so-called the best of the best, so-called pioneers in the conscious community, wasting 14 hours on little old me. If I'm not saying nothing profound, why would they waste 14 hours on little old me? Just today, they did 4 hours. Yesterday, 10 hours. I must be powerful, but I'm not going to waste time on that today. I'll address that tomorrow. Today is specifically the title Egyptians versus Kushites and the Major Difference. Now, about 3-4 days ago, I was on Sonetta Studios TV, and he played a debate with me and JJ 7000, right? And it was a question and answer period, and a guy asked me about the ancient Nubians and compared them to the Egyptians, and he said they were the same people. They were both the same black folk, and it started in the south and came up from the south in sub-Saharan Africa, and they formed Egypt, and they the same people and they family. And he argued with me for at least 15 minutes long on his one question. Nobody in the chat, nobody on the entire panel corrected him. Why? Because they wanted that narrative to be told, and for the Egyptians and the Kushites to be the same people, and from Egypt forming from people coming from sub-Saharan Africa and forming Egypt in 3100 BC. He also claimed Narmer was an Egyptian. That's the only time Narmer was a Nubian. And people have always claimed this. But I said, nope, he's an Egyptian. Sonetta finally looked it up and said, okay, Narmer was an Egyptian, and corrected him. But nobody would correct him because they want that narrative to be true. We're going to show you the origins of this fake ass narrative, of this fake ass history that Brother Reggie is carrying on today. Brother Ankh has tried to carry it on, but he's gotten shut down, so he's kind of fell back on it. But he still made videos today alluding to these ancient people down south forming Egypt. And these people coming from the Sahara were Ethiopian, Nubian, and Egyptian people, and trying to put them together. Okay? Now, about 2 years ago, I made a video, and what did I say in this video? I titled it, Fuck Nubia. It's about the kingdom of Kush in its location. Let me share my screen and show. Okay? When the Kushite dynasty ruled Egypt, oops, let me put that on pause. But as you can see, let me blow it up so everyone can see. And I'm going to tell you why I said that. I said, fuck Nubia. It's about the kingdom of Kush and its location. November 24th, 2022. Chief X, why'd you say fuck Nubia? It's about the kingdom of Kush. Why'd you say that, Chief X? Because people were hanging on Nubians so tough they didn't understand that there are different tribes and different groups of people who would be in the geographical area called Nubia or Sudan, but they weren't even the same people. You have Nubians that are mixed, admixed. You have people called the Nuba people. You have people called the Magi, and you have people called Kushites. Clarification, because no one clarified this for you. The Magi and the Kushites aren't the same people. The Nuba and the Magi aren't the same people. The Nuba and the Kushites aren't the same people. These are all different people in the geographical area we consider Nubia or Sudan. They didn't all do the same thing. Some people who we call Nubians that were living on borders and shit like that were mixed. Some were pure Negroid. Understand? So I said, screw Nubia. Let me focus on Kush and Kushites. Because the 25th dynasty was a dynasty called the Black Pharaohs. And the Black Pharaohs was related to Kushites, who came up from their capital called Kerma or Meroe. Right? Down deep, 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 deep south by the 4th and 5th cataract. Kushites aren't the Magi. Kushites aren't the Nuba people. You see what I mean? So because of the confusion of so many different types of Nubian tribes or people who are considered Nubian or people in that geographical area, I said fuck it, because people began to play mind games and confusing people with different groups of people. Now nobody ever told you and no one ever said this, hey, the Magi and the Kushites are two different people. They didn't behave the same. They may even had conflict, which they did. No one told you that before, besides Chief X. We're going to clarify the bullshit in this coming from the South and all these Afrocentrics alluding to people coming from the South and where that shit came from. Okay? Bear with me. This is going to be interesting. Now, would you say, Dr. Banu? Nubia is more of a location than a single people or race. Correct. Magi worked with and for the Egyptians. Kushites didn't. Kushites was a possible foreign invading force that the Egyptians had their eye on. Didn't trust them. They called them wretched in some time periods, which we say today, you're ratchet ass. But people want to act like, oh, these people wasn't racist. And stop. They drew caricature of Egyptians shackled in chains on the walls with the big lips and that was caricature. They didn't look like that, but they were teasing like they did in these commercials in America when they show the big lips and do the blackface caricatures. Okay? Now, let's just jump off of where the bullshit got started. Here we go. Dr. Ben, who gave extensive lectures titled what? Ancient Nubia, Mother of Ancient Egypt. Wait a minute, Dr. Ben. You're wrong, first off. Ancient Nubia is not the mother of ancient Egypt. This is where this stuff comes from. And we're going to break all this on down. Now, if you're a mother and you have a child, we cooking. If you're a mother and you have a child and that child is Egypt, then you're family. A mother and a son, a mother and a daughter is the same fucking people. I told you, for decades in this community, Sarah Seti today, Ashraf Kwesi today, all these people, Infodisha today, right now, teach that the ancient Kushites, ancient Egyptians are the same people. A mother and her child is the same people. They are family. What are you talking about? Do you guys not use logic? Am I making this up? Let me show and prove. Here goes Dr. Ben teaching black Americans that ancient Nubia is the mother of ancient Egypt. Goodness sake. How? Everything Nubia did came thousands of years after Egypt. Do you know 1,000 years is a long time, people? 2,000 years is a long time, and cats just run off at the mouth saying some fly by night shit. Now, let's get into what Dr. Ben said. I got 4 points on what Dr. Ben said, and this is where Smash Rockwell, Wu Jiao, we got these niggas on record, Ankh, and everybody else in the entire conscious community got this bullshit from. They didn't stop saying this until Chief X came on the scene 3.5 years ago and shut that lie down. Let's hear what Dr. Ben was saying.
It remained because it was the first. It is the Nubian origin of Egypt. The Nubian origin of Egypt. The Nubian origin of Egypt.
Nubia is the origin of Egypt, according to Dr. Ben and all of his students. You heard him. Let's go.
Most people speak about Egypt as if.
Pause. Hit a number 8 if you can hear the video well. In my ears, only one speaker playing, so the audio, whoever uploaded this video at the time, is poor. But if you can hear it a little bit, hit the number 8 and let me know. Okay, thank you, Donnie Williams. Let's continue to hear this bull's jive that Dr. Ben is teaching.
Most people speak about Egypt as if Egypt was the first civilization or society in Egypt or in Africa. And that couldn't be more false than saying that a rabbit is a pigeon. Egypt is one of the last of the ancient cultures. Egypt is one of the last of the ancient cultures. Egypt is one of the last of the ancient cultures.
Pause! Come on, Dr. Ben. What are you talking about? He's saying Egypt was after Nubian kingdoms or Nubian peoples' culture. This is what Dr. Ben is saying. He made the claim that they came from the south where the god Happy dwelled. He said the Egyptians said this. They came from the south where the god Happy dwelled, all the way down Uganda, Kenya, at the beginning of the Nile. Come on, Dr. Ben. That's straight bullshit. But let's continue. We got all you cats on record. Let's go.
if not the last along the Nile. What made Egypt so important is not that it led any African society in antiquity, but that it is the society in where most of the artifacts have remained because it was the first of the African society and the societies of the entire world.
Now let's move forward. Let's hear the claim. Here goes the claim.
And third dynasty who said, we came, an Egyptian himself, and a very early Egyptian going back in the second and third dynasty who said, we came, we meaning the Egyptians, from the beginning of the Nile, where God happy dwells. Nile, the second and third dynasty who said, we came, we meaning the Egyptians, from the beginning of the Nile, where God happy dwells.
He said the Egyptian says that you can't find that quote anywhere in any text. It's a blatant lie from a liar, a habitual liar on an extreme level. Not that these people are wrong or mistaken, they're intentionally, purposefully lying to black Americans. Let's go.
The foothills of the mountain of the moon. As a matter of fact, Nubia was Egypt before Egypt became Nubia, of the mountain of the moon. As a matter of fact, Nubia was Egypt before Egypt became Nubia.
Oh my God, Dr. Ben. Say it ain't so. Let's continue.
I hope that isn't confusing. It wasn't meant to be confusing, though it is. Whatever for Ta-Nehisi. Ta-Nehisi, as a Nubian state, predated that of Egypt. As a Nubian state, predated that of Egypt. As a Nubian state, predated that of Egypt. As a Nubian state, predated that of Egypt.
Pause. We got to stop this nonsense. This is where all these students are getting that shit from. And guess who Ankh says is his favorite? Dr. Ben. One time I beat Ankh's ass back so bad, he stopped claiming Dr. Ben and he said Martin Luther King is my favorite. Which he should be. Way more integrity than lying ass Dr. Ben. Martin Luther King, a guy told me one time when I was young, sometimes we used to clown because we favored Malcolm X. He said, never disrespect a man who went to jail 20 times for what he believed. Then eventually got shot and killed on behalf of black Americans for what he believed. Never ever disrespect Martin Luther King. I had to think about it, and this elder checked the fuck out of me. And you're going to place charlatans above the great Martin Luther King? These charlatans ain't went to jail one time for a goddamn thing they believe. And here goes Martin Luther King going to jail 20 goddamn times, fighting for your rights. And we had the audacity to disrespect him. and act like all these other people, he's a coon and he was in integration and all this old stuff. While the Nation of Islam and the other guys didn't even participate in the civil rights movement. You didn't know that? They didn't vote. They didn't participate in the civil rights movement. Martin Luther King did. Now, I'm all off course. So, Dr. Ben broke all that pseudo ancient history down. We got y'all on record. Let's go. I had to make a video and bust Wu Jiao out 2.5, 3 years ago because they were saying that Dr. Ben bullshit. And here go the video. Right here, 2 years ago, probably more than that, almost 3 years ago. And what did I say? They're talking about coming from the south of Nubia. Get that out of your mind. It's poison, I said. And who was pushing that? Nubia is not the damn mother, I said. Wu Jiao is a goddamn lie. Chief, why'd you have to do that? Because these niggas was pushing Nubia is the mother of Egypt. Who else was pushing that? Because these cats was following Dr. Ben's false teachings. Who else was pushing that, Chief? Okay. Uh-oh. Smash Rockwell. Let me make this a little smaller. What does Smash Rockwell say, Chief? He has a video right here. 7 years ago, Smash Rockwell, Nubia, Egypt's mother. You niggas see it. We got you niggas on record. Then you see what Giles' face. Oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. I am so sorry, y'all. Oops, excuse me. Let me share my screen. My bad. Let's get back to it. My bad. Here we go. So we show Dr. Ben, right? I had to make this video. February 1st, 2022, right? A couple years ago. Because Wujara was pushing the bullshit. Right? So I had to make this video titled, Nubia is not the damn mother. Wujara's a damn lie. Because he said that shit. Few years ago, cats was clowning me like I'm tripping and I'm wrong. I have not changed my stance. I've been busting their ass, saying the same thing, and I haven't changed. It's these cats who's changed now. Who changed them? Chief X. Let's further look into this. Because I didn't have my screen shared when I was showing it. Smash Rockwell right here 7 years ago with the title Nubia, Egypt's Mother. 7 years ago. You see it. And below him, we got these cats on record. Wujaro on Smash channel, co-signing. Birds of a feather, riding in the lowrider together. Pushing fake history on black Americans. Hotep hustling you. So I showed you Dr. Ben, Smash, Wujaro, rocking this Nubia is the mother of Egypt bullshit. Guess who else? Uh-oh. Let's get to where it's at. Hold on. Where is it at? Right here. What Sarah Sudan said he say? Why ancient Kush is greater than Egypt and India. So they all have been pushing this from the south bullshit. SETI just as of 3 years ago. But he's been doing it for the last 15 years. The entire so called conscious community, everyone on Soneta's channel, when they argued me down just 3, 4 days ago, no one said that's some bullshit. SETI, Wujaro, Smash Rockwell, and their teacher, Dr. Ben. Even Ankh. We got all these cats on record. Now, how was that bullshit, Chief? Okay, let's go, family. First of all, I told you guys that the Nuba people, the Magi people, and Kushites, although in the geographical area of Nubia, aka Sudan, are different people, and they did not do the same thing. So I said, fuck Kush, let's focus on, excuse me, fuck Nubia, let's focus on Kushites, because that's who black Americans feel took over in the 25th dynasty and ruled Egypt for 60 to 100 years. The Kushite Empire is what everyone talked about. And it was so proud of because during Egypt's decline, they took over. So since the Nubian tribes and people in that geographical area differ, some mulattoes, some Nubas, some Magi, some Kushites, we're going to kill all that and save the confusion, and we're going to focus on Kush, which was what, Chief X? The first sub-Saharan African kingdom. Say it again, Chief. The first sub-Saharan African kingdom. These are the Nuba. They're not the Magi. They have nothing to do with the Magi. Let's check it out. Nuba people are various indigenous ethnic groups who inhabit Nuba Mountains of South Kordofan state in Sudan, encompassing a multiple distinct people that speak different languages which belong to at least two unrelated language families, right? Let me blow this up so we can all read along, and we're going to break all this down. And hold on, people. Don't go nowhere. Estimates of the Nuba population vary widely. The Sudanese government estimate that they numbered 2 million in 2003. The term should not be confused with what? Nubians. The term should not be confused with Nubians. Why? Because they're a different group of people, and so many different Nubian people, you get confused. So we're going to first focus on Kush and the Kushites, which was the first sub-Saharan kingdom. Right. Speaking of Nubian, although the hill Nubians who live in the Nuba Mountains are also considered part of Nuba geographic grouping of people, it is important to note that the Nubians in South Kordofan believe that they are affiliates of the ancient Nubian kingdoms. While their origin is difficult to trace, Nuba are the indigenous people of Nuba Mountains. The population consists of people from over 90 different tribes, right? Okay. These are the different tribes of the Nuba people, right? Now, let's be clear, and we're going to move forward. Language they speak, they don't speak the same language as the Egyptians. Nuba speak over 50 languages. Most of the languages are distinct, but some are dialects of one another and mutually intelligible. Most Nuba languages belong to what? Nilo-Saharan or Kordofian language. It's not the Afro-Asiatic. They're different people than the ancient Egyptians. Okay? Now, let's move on from the Nuba people. The Magi. The Magi are not the Nuba. The Magi are not the Kushites. The Magi were a Semitic nomadic group of people who lived in the eastern desert of ancient Egypt along the border with Sudan as early as 2400 BC. Okay? Just the Magi, who people think may be related to the Kushites, earliest they can be found, is 2400. Narmer jumped off, formed Egypt in 3100, 700 years before this. But they say Nubia is the mother of Egypt, not according to the scholars. They're wrong. They were known as herdsmen and warriors who served in the Egyptian military and at fortresses along the Nile. Why were they serving at fortresses along the Nile? They were guarding Egyptian shit. They were servants of the Egyptians. They were different. And they were guarding fortresses and guarding Egyptians' things from who? Kushites. And anybody else that wanted to fuck around. Okay? They served in their master's military, the Egyptian military, and at fortresses along the Nile. They were skilled with the bow and arrow, and the Egyptians called their land Taseti, which means land of the bow. Over the course of 2,000 years, the Magi gradually became integrated into Egyptian society. By the time Egyptian New Kingdom, the word Magi was used to describe the police. They get mad when I brought that out. I said the Magi is the goddamn police. The Magi was used to describe the police of any ethnicity or cultural background. That's who they were. They was guarding shit and they was banging on black folk. They wasn't banging on Egyptians. They was banging on black folk. Okay? Now, here we go to what? University of Chicago Institute for the Study of Ancient Cultures, West Asia and North Africa. Pangrave culture, the Magi. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Magi were herdsmen and warriors. The Magi were semi-nomadic people whose homeland in the eastern desert ranging from Egypt to the Red Sea. They are mentioned as early as 2400 BC when the Egyptian texts recorded them as warriors serving in the Egyptian military. Later Egyptian texts also document their presence as soldiers at fortresses built along the Nile and Nubia. Their role serving the forces of authority was so enduring that by the time Egyptians' new kingdom, the name Magi had to became a word for the police. Right? Now, the Magi are not the Nuba. They are not the Kushites. So I want to focus on Kush and the Kushites. Let's continue on. These people are different. They are not the Egyptians, and they are not the mother of Egypt. Nubia, way down here. Kush. Can you guys, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. Hold on. Kush down here by Moreau, as you see with my arrow. Nubians, Nilo-Saharan farmers and cattle herders. Kushites spoke Meroitic. They didn't even speak the same language of the ancient Egyptians. Egyptians don't speak Meroitic. How can they be the mother of Egyptians? How can they be of the same family when they spoke a different language? Language is the DNA of the people, they say. Huh? This is a bunch of bullshit they snowed you guys on. Let's continue on. Kerma and the origins of the kingdom of Kush. Right? Kerma is perhaps the oldest known African civilization besides Egypt. It thrived primarily between 2400 to 1400 BC and was located in modern day Sudan. Okay? And was known to have controlled the first to fourth cataracts of the Nile. The civilization fell during the conquest of this region of Sudan during the New Kingdom. Egyptian pharaoh Amenhotep was known to have invaded the area and conquered Kerma. Amenhotep, an Egyptian, banged on these folk, right? Invaded them and conquered them. Why? Because the Egyptians and these Kerma people, way down there in the fourth and fifth cataract, were not the same people. Kushites were foreigners. That should have tipped y'all off right there. When they say foreign rulers, that means you're different. You're another type and kind from another area and land, Einstein. You trying to tell me the mother and the son are foreign to each other? The mother and the daughter are foreign to each other? No, it's a bunch of nonsense. But Dr. Ben said Nubia was the mother of Egypt. Well, the child is foreign? The mother is foreign to the child? Chief X with that common sense science. One more time, right? Now, Pharaoh Imhotep ran down on these cats to further expand into the areas was undertaken by pharaohs such as Thutmose even ran down on them. Everybody was running down on the on Nubians and Kushites, snatching up gold, punking them. Give me that gold. Give me these luxury goods, and stand down. We're gonna draw a fortress right here. Then we're gonna put the magi in front of these fortresses, so you niggas can't travel around and come up here fucking around. If you come up here, bring us some tribute, slaves, trinkets, and gold. That's it, because you're a tributary state and we're a superior state. I'm proving all this. Let's go. Now, I had to go. You know what? Let me move past this. Imagine we're a group of people who lived in the Eastern Desert. We read this already, right? Okay, here we go. Let's just read this. They did business, right? It says the Magi did what? They formed alliances with Egyptians and Kushites. Now, clearly, with anybody with good reading comprehension, they're telling you that the Egyptians, the Magi, and the Kushites are different people. None is mother and son to each other. Egypt was running shit, and they were subservient. Okay? What was these alliances about? Trade and gold, right? Let's continue on. The kingdom of Kush make sure we can all see. The kingdom of Kush began to emerge around 1000 BC. Come on. Come on, man. You only began to emerge around 1000 BC? How can you be the mother of Egypt when Narmer unified Egypt 3100 BC? This is 2000 years later. Are you guys hearing me? 2000 years is a long, long, long time. Jesus existed 2000 years, if you believe he existed, 2000 years from today. That's a long, long time. So from the time of Jesus up until 2024 was the same time Cush jumped off after Egypt jumped off 2,000 years later. That is a long time. People play these fucking games like 1,000 years is not a long time. The kingdom of Cush began to emerge around 1000 BC, 500 years after the end of the kingdom of Kerma. By 1200 BC, Egyptian involvement in the Dongola region was non-existent. By the 8th century BC, the new Kushite kingdom emerged from Napata region of the upper Dongola reach. The first Napatan king, Alara, dedicated his sister to the cult of Amun and rebuilt Kawa temple, while temples were also rebuilt at Barkal and Kerma, a Kashta still at, you know what, we don't have to keep reading all that. The Napatan was succeeded by the Meroitic period, right? Man, stop with this mother of Egypt bullshit. Stop with them talking about they coming from the south to form Egypt. 100% cow manure. Let's continue on. Meroe was an ancient city on the east bank of the Nile, about 6 kilometers northeast of the Kabashia station in Sudan, right? This city was what? The capital of the kingdom of Kush for several centuries, from around 590 BC until its collapse in the 4th century. Meroe was the capital of Kush. You know where Meroe is? Let's show. Meroe was way down here, next to Napata, by the fifth fucking cataract, way in sub-Saharan Africa. Okay? Meroe, next to Kush, is way, way down here, past the fifth cataract. God damn! So we're focusing on this Kushite kingdom, which was the first sub-Saharan African kingdom ever. Even though it came after Egypt. These cats is way down deep. Kushite Meroe capital is nowhere near Aswan. Them, whoever you calling Nubians around Aswan, around them borders, are mulatto and mixed motherfuckers. It gets tricky. That's why I'm going to stop saying and focus on Kush. They're different people. Okay. Well, that can be debated. So I'm not going to stand too strong on it, right? But I'm just showing you where the capital was past the fifth cataract. Just know that. Okay? Now, so, what about Kit Kush, Chief X? This is who? UNESCO. What does UNESCO say? Hold on, let me find it again because I had it highlighted. So just let me show you again. There we go. Let me blow it up. What does UNESCO say? Huh? What does UNESCO say? Around 2500 BC, one of the earliest urban centers in where? Sub-Saharan Africa. Who? The Kingdom of Kush. The Kingdom of Kush origins is Kerma culture. their ancestors and stuff. They came along later. Their capital is Meroe. It was the first sub-Saharan African kingdom. You take that up with UNESCO. In my opinion, sub-Saharan Africa is not North Africa. The European Union considers places there, but the African Union, which you guys don't ride with, you prefer to ride with the European Union. The African Union places Sudan in sub-Saharan Africa and part of East Africa. But that's all debatable. I don't give a damn where you place it and all that, because you can right now understand this, people. Right now you can put in ChatGPT, is Sudan East Africa? And what's going to pop up is yes. You can type, is Sudan North Africa? And what's going to pop up is yes. Is Sudan Northeast Africa? It's going to pop up and say yes. So it's all over the place because it's a strange geographical area close to Egypt. African Americans, Black Americans wants to push it up so they can be down with North Africa as a sub-Saharan Africa. UNESCO says sub-Saharan Africa. You seen it. So yeah, some people may say Sudan is Northeast Africa. Some people may say Sudan is East Africa. Some people will say it's sub-Saharan Africa. I mean, goddamn. You can play all kind of word games with geography over there. Okay? So this is why I gave up that arguing. I gave up the thing of arguing, is Sudan's East Africa or is it North? I gave up that because people say so many goddamn things. All we know is the first sub-Saharan African kingdom. Kushi, excuse me. Now, let's carry on. Where was I? What does the University of Chicago Institute for the Study of Ancient Cultures, West Asia, North Africa, what does University of Chicago say? This is where, what do they say? A source in sub-Saharan Africa to the civilizations of Egypt and the Mediterranean. Hold on. Let me. Known for its rich deposits of gold, Nubia was also the gateway through which luxury products like incense, ivory, and ebony traveled from their source in sub-Saharan Africa to the civilizations of Egypt and Mediterranean. They traveled, they snatched that gold up from them sub-Saharan Africans in Kush and ran that shit up to Egypt and the Mediterranean. And what did they do with it? The Egyptians took all that gold and was flossing all around the Mediterranean, showing off. You know how niggas do. Put on the gold chains and floss and shit. And, you know what I mean? And prance around. And look at us. We got this shit. Look at us. We flossing. Putting gold rims on the motherfucking chariots and shit. You know what I mean? They riding in chariots on gold rims and shit that they snatched up from sub-Saharan Africans. In layman's street terms, that's what the fuck was going on. The University of Chicago said this. Take it up with them. Don't argue with me. They said it was a sub-Saharan African civilization. And that they was running them luxury goods after they got them from these sub-Saharan Africans deep in Sudan, deep in Kush, and they ran that shit up to Egypt and the Mediterranean. When I say ran that shit, it traveled from their source in sub-Saharan. I mean, they traveled from their source in sub-Saharan up to the Mediterranean. See? But when I say Mediterranean country, Everybody has a hissy fit. When I say Egypt was the preeminent force in the Mediterranean, it was a Mediterranean country, and cats got mad at me. Obviously, the University of Chicago agrees with me. Oh, there's no such thing as sub-Saharan Africa. That's racist. UNESCO, I just showed you, said sub-Saharan Africa. University of Chicago says sub-Saharan Africa. And goddamn well, Chief X says sub-Saharan Africa. It's not racist. It's geography. You stupid fucks. They're talking about below the Sahara. It's nothing racist about geography. Be proud. You're not North African. Melodic language. What about it, Chief? Who spoke melodic language? Melodic language is spoken in Moreau. I told you when I showed you Moreau where it's at. Show them again, Chief. Way down here in Kush. We talking about Kush. Past the fifth cataract. Nigga, that's sub-Saharan Africa. The first sub-Saharan African kingdom. Be proud. Rep your shit. Not your shit. They're not even related to you, but you guys are under the banner of sub-Saharan Africa. Now, where was I? Melodic language. Did Egyptians speak melodic language? Nope. Well, goddamn. How can Nubia be the mother of Egypt, but the Egyptians don't speak melodic language? Somebody's wrong here. Melodic language was spoken in Meroe, present-day Sudan, during the Meroitic period, attested from 300 BC and became extinct about 400 AD. So only from 300 BC to 400 AD? But it's the mother? Somebody lied to you. Who lied to him, Chief? Let me show you, since you forgot. Dr. Ben lied to him. Me checking Wujao because Wujao lied to you. Me showing you right here Wujao lying to you. Me showing you right here Smash lied to you. Chief X is telling you the truth. But you niggas rather side with the devil. You wicked bastards. You niggas been siding with the devil for 4 years. And got the audacity. This is how sick this community is. This is how sick this community is. I'll make a video saying halfway some misinformation about 4 days ago. So 5 days ago. I forget how many days away. The next day, I jumped on here with integrity and said, I'm correcting myself and I apologize for spewing out some misinformation. Do you know all these dickheads start trying to bomb on me and put me down for wanting to have integrity and correct myself and apologize? In other words, Reggie, Ankh, and all these nincompoops are shaming anyone who wants to show integrity. They are shaming people who find that they make a mistake, want to correct themselves and apologize. They shame you for it as if that's a bad thing. That means now nobody will apologize or try to correct themselves, because if you do apologize and try to correct yourself, you got these sick-ass bastards who will shame you for it and go on a parade for fucking 12 hours and act like they got a gotcha moment on you and shame you for apologizing and correcting yourself. This is a sickness. Tell them, Darrell. You're going to have to challenge UNESCO, the University of Chicago, not me. I'm telling you what academia says. Do a video and debunk them, not me. So they will shame you for trying to show some motherfucking integrity. These cats won't apologize or try to correct themselves and say, hey, I was wrong about that. I will do it. I have no problem because I got integrity. But this community, oh no. Don't we gonna have a if you try to apologize or correct yourself, oh, we're gonna lean on whatever you had wrong and we're gonna shame you because we are devils. And we don't give a shit about upright behavior. We don't give a shit about integrity. We're going to use this as a gotcha moment and act like everything you said over the last 4 years is wrong and you don't need to be listened to. Shut the fuck up. Okay, let's move forward. So the Meroitic language is what the people of Kush spoke. Egyptians didn't. They're not mother and daughter. They're not mother and child. One was before the other, and one is a foreigner, an outsider, who they'll build fortresses to keep their ass out. Let's go. The Egyptian language. Do you see them? Do they speak Meroitic? Nowhere can you read they speak what? In Afro-Asiatic language. They are different people. Hieroglyph script in the late 4th millennia BC, with a written record spanning over 4,000 years. You talking about Meroitic script, which was damn near 3,000 years later. What are you talking about? Dr. Ben was wrong. Nubia is not the mother of ancient Egypt. Wu Jiao was wrong. Nubia is not the mother of ancient Egypt. Smash Rockwell is wrong. Nubia is not the mother of ancient Egypt. Where do these cats get this bullshit from? Seti was wrong. Nubia is not greater than Kush and was not the mother of Kush. Y'all have been on some bullshit for decades. And you hate the fact that Chief X checked all this bullshit, right? The Nubian pyramids in Sudan are between 2,300 and 2,700 years old. They're counting today's time. So basically they're saying around 300 BC. Do you know how new that is compared to the Egyptian pyramids? But the entire conscious community, until Chief X jumped on the scene, we got you on record, has always been saying Nubia is the mother of Egypt, and they came from the south. They're all liars. They were built between 700 BC to 300 AD, you stupid fucks. Guess when the Egyptian pyramids were built? 4,500 years ago. You nincompoops. What about the Nubian pyramids? 2,300 to 2,700 years ago. God damn, 2,000 is a long time. Nubians, Kushites, Magi wasn't even thought of 4,500 years ago. There were nomads running around down there. There was running around damn near savage. These people have nothing to do with Egypt. Magi has nothing to do with the formation of Egypt. Kushites have nothing to do with the formation of Egypt. Get out of here. Let's go. Matter of fact, Nubians, or Kushites, or Kush, was a tributary state. Teach them, Chief. You niggas wasn't on the level. Nubians tribute presented to the king, tomb of Hui. The Met Museum. Ain't that what you talk about, Reggie? The Met Museum? Well, we into the museum now. The museum is lying? Or is Chief X lying? How about Reggie, you're lying? And me in the Met Museum is correct. Nubians tribute presented to the king of Tumuhui, right? Let's go. Nubians tribute presented to the king in Tumuhui. What are they talking about? They're talking about this piece of artwork right here in the tomb of Hui. Let's break it down, Chief. Let's do this. Oh, hold on. Just want to let you know, what are they doing? What are they doing? Hold on. Nubian tribute. What are they talking about? This picture right here. Nubian tribute. Guess what they're doing? You don't pay tribute to yourself. You don't pay tribute to your mother. Foreigners pay tribute to a superior nation. Prove that shit, Chief. Oh, God, here we go. These are the topics that they hear me talking about that they refuse to touch. When I finish this presentation, I'll put the link up. Here is them paying tribute. What are they bringing them? Oh, wait. Let's do this first. Let's break down, because I've done this so many times, but nobody wants to talk about this. They act like I've never broke this down and taught them this. Since they're paying tribute, they're a tributary state. What do tributary states do? A tributary state is a pre-modern state. Yep, Kush, ancient Egypt, but tributary state is a pre-modern state, in particular, a type of subordinate relationship to a more powerful state. Who has a subordinate relationship? Kush. All of Nubia. To who's the more powerful state? Egypt. A different people, not the same, not mother and child. A tributary state is a pre-modern state in a particular type of subordinate relationship to a more powerful state. What do? Which involve the sending of regular tokens of submission or tribute to the superior power, Egyptians. This token often took the form of substantial transfer of wealth. Oh, transfer of wealth? Oh. You mean like my thumbnail? And them transferring wealth to the bigger nation? Paying tribute? Let me continue. This is not a game. Such as the delivery of gold, produce, or slaves. That tribute might also be best seen as payment for protection money. What this is saying is, run us this gold, run us these luxury items, and we won't fuck you up. That's what this is saying. Run us that gold and all them luxury items, and we won't fuck you up. What? Gold produce and slaves by who? The subordinate nation. And what are they doing right here? These are slaves that Kush or Nubians, these might even not even be Kushites. These might be some other Nubian tribes. Who knows? But they are bound with a rope on their neck. They are slaves being marched in a procession to who? King Tut. What are they bringing King Tut? And what are they doing? They are right here bowing down and buck dancing. Black folk is bowing down and buck dancing to King Tut. I didn't make this up. This Negro right here is all on the goddamn ground giving honor and praise. Who's he giving honor and praise to? We're going to see in a second. Who is these Negroes bending the knee to? Paying tribute to? Look at them. Produce, trinkets, gold, and slave. They got cows and shit and cattle they bringing them. Gold and trinkets. Look at all this stuff. Produce, gold, trinkets. What is it saying? What is it saying? What? Gold, produce, slaves. What are they doing? They're a tributary state, right? Paying tribute. Or get your ass beat. Look at them. Look at them buck dancing and bowing. Right? Now, when you go to the end of this thing, here they are with ropes on their neck on the left in this boat. Now, it's a site that breaks everything. Every image on here is broken down in this site. I don't want to waste my time going there. I've done it before. These are slaves on a boat being brought to the Egyptians. Right? Now, who are all these people buck dancing and bowing down to, right? You see these people are pitch black and very, very dark brown. The pitch black folk are right here on their knees. Another pitch black one on his knees right here. Who is he bowing down to like that? Who is this subordinate state bowing down to? Let's go. Right here. To this pale image right here called King Tutankhamun. Niggas on their knees. Black folk on their knees, bowing down, giving worship, bringing slaves to this Caucasian King Tut from the Armana family. The Armana royal family. And the Armana royal family is MTDNAK, which represents West Asia. Look up MTDNAK. It's going to say West Asia. So what you have here is black folk bowing down and buck dancing to a person whose relatives and ancestors is from West Asia. And his name is King Tut. And you can see he's not pitch black, nor is he brown. This is primary evidence. You can't fuck with me. Niggas gonna act like this video I'm making right now don't exist. Niggas gonna act like this shit ain't real and act and ignore it and act like I ain't broke this shit down to its very last compound. You know these niggas is bound down to King Tut. And he got the fan bearer fanning him. Boss shit. What? Stop the cap. Just stop. Let's move on. Now you know they were a tributary state, right? Uh oh. We're on a freeze for a second. Hold on. My computer froze a little bit. Hold on. We coming. We coming. We coming. Now, let me hit you with the left hook. That was a straight jab in the mother. That was a jab and a straight right to the fucking chin, right? I'm gonna hit you with the left hook now. You see how it says page unresponsive? I got too many goddamn windows up, so I gotta wait a minute. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Here we go, fam. From the beginning, come on now, don't freeze on me like that. Don't do me like that, computer. Now, this article is worldhistory.org. A lot of y'all love to use this. And it's talking about Narmer. First dynasty jumped off unified Egypt 3100 BC. You know what, family? Even Narmer, since y'all say he was Nubian, since this cat argued with me saying Narmer's Nubian, and nobody checked him, nobody said Chief X is right, you're wrong. Nobody. Because you want to run that narrative, right? After Narmer unified Upper and Lower Egypt, guess what he did? He led military expeditions through Lower Egypt to put down rebellions and expanded his territory into Canaan and Nubia. Because Nubia was not part of his territory when he unified Upper and Lower Egypt. Never in your life open your mouth to say Narmer was a Nubian, or they came from Nubia, or they came from the south of what is considered Egypt. That's a lie. After Narmer unified them, he expanded his territory into Nubia and led the military, goddamn. Look, when you have a military, as you see I highlighted, running down on fools, that means you are not of them people, and they're not the same. It takes an expedition, and you had to ride on someone to get the fucking point across. And they rode on Nubia. From Dynasty 1 into the 25th dynasty, they continuously rode on their fucking enemies. They rode on the foreigners, okay? Show and prove, Chief X. Not just Narmer in the first dynasty rolled on them. Guess who else rolled on them? Ramses. Show and prove, Chief. Ramses led several military expeditions into the Levant, where he reasserted Egyptian control over Canaan and Phoenicia. He also led a number of expeditions where? Into Nubia. Right? Why would you lead a military expedition into Nubia? Because they were foreigners. And that's when you get the military together and you ride on people. What was it? A military expedition. Now you take that up with the scholars, not me. Not only did Narmer run down on them, not only did Ramses run down on them, Harakuf ran down on them. And what did I tell you they was running down on the Nubians for? They didn't really give a fuck about them. They didn't need any necessities. Nubians and Kushites needed necessities from the Egyptians, not the other way around. The only thing Egyptians wanted from Kushites or Nubians was luxury goods so they can take that shit up to the Mediterranean and floss. I'm not making it up. Who says this? This is the University of Chicago. In order to acquire luxury products for the Pharaoh, a governor of southern Egypt named Harkuf led several expeditions to Nubia around 2200 BC. He led a military expedition because them wasn't the homies. Them wasn't family. These were foreigners and enemies. Narmer from Dynasty 1. Ramses. Harkuf. Who else, Chief X? I'm showing you they're not the same. Amenhotep. Amenhotep, damn. Even you riding on the Kushites? Even you riding on them? What did you do, Amenhotep? He was an Egyptian, Amenhotep, right? Where's my highlighted shit? Here we go. What did they do? Two tombs texts indicate that he led campaigns into Nubia. Everybody riding on Nubia. He led campaigns into Nubia according to the tomb text of Amos, son of Ibana. Amenhotep later sought to expand Egypt's borders southward into Nubia, and he led an invasion force which defeated the Nubian army. God damn it, he was banging on them niggas. Amenhotep rolled down on Nubia because they weren't his people. He took a military down there and snatched up gold and put them niggas in check. An Egyptian Amenhotep did that. You mean to tell me the child is riding on his mama? Are you kidding me? Wujao, Smash, Seti, Dr. Ben, are you saying the child rolled down on his own mama? If this person is about to get fucking blocked, you stop typing, Saya, and fucking listen. You say one more negative thing about me, you guys block the person. Time them out for 24 hours. Don't block them. Time them out for 24 hours until they can shut up and listen. I'm not throwing throwing no shit out here. I'm showing and proving. Now, if the person can remain respectful, it's all good. Okay. Who else rolled down on him, Chief? Well, here we go. My shit freezing up again. Who else rolled down on him, Chief? Even Thutmose rolled down on him? Oh, said it so. Thutmose flourished second millennium BCE, was an 18th dynasty king of ancient Nubia who expanded Egypt's empire in Nubia and also penetrated deep into Syria. In his second year, Thutmose led, hold on, just so we're clear, let everybody see at the same time. Thutmose led a riverborne expedition deep into Nubia, beyond his predecessor's frontier. As shown by inscriptions carved along the way, he thrust past the fourth Nile cataract. Damn, Thutmose went so deep into Nubia, he thrust past the fourth cataract and set up a new boundary at Kurgus. The venture is attested by the biographies of two excuse me, of two upper Egyptians who were among the forces that made the campaign. One reason for the deep thrust into Nubia, he deeply thrusted into them. He went up in them. Like, one reason for the deep thrust into Nubia was the land's rich gold deposits. I told you. They love getting that gold. Say it again. One reason, which was the main reason for the thrust into Nubia, was the land's rich gold deposits, which were intensely exploited during the 18th dynasty. Another motivation was the fact that a hostile Kushite kingdom centered near the Third Cataract had seriously menaced Egypt. Let's read that again. One reason for the deep thrust into Nubia was the land's rich gold deposits, run us that gold, which were intensely exploited, not just exploited, intensely exploited, during the 18th dynasty. Another motivation was the fact that a hostile Kushite, this is some hostile niggas. It wasn't like, oh, we're friendly and homies and shit. These are hostile motherfuckers they had to bring the military to. Was the fact that the hostile Kushite kingdom, centered near the third fucking cataract, had seriously menaced Egypt during the 17th dynasty. In other words, the Kushites were what? Menaces to them. Who? The Kushites were menaces to them. You mean to tell me the mother was a menace to her son and daughters? Oh, what, are you kidding me? After his Nubian war, Thutmose waged war on them. Then he went to the fucking up to the Euphrates River, right? So he banged on them. When you have war, you are gang banging. Them wasn't the homies. They called it Wretched Kush for a reason. Because to them, they were a menace to Egypt. What you say, Darrell? They didn't want their mother to pass through the border. Guess what they did, Darrell? They put the Magi on their ass. Don't come past this fortress or the Magi gonna fuck you up, Kushites. Well, who else besides? Let's get it. Let's just the rundown. The rundown. Narmer banged on him. Ramses banged on him. Harkuf banged on him. Amenhotep banged on him. Thutmose banged on him. All these people I'm naming ran down on him with the military. And let's go to the last one. Say it ain't say so, Chief. Mentuhotep also? Oh man. Well, Chief, what did Mentuhotep do to him? And they say in death. You try to say a black man banged on other black men? No, Mentuhotep wasn't black. That's him in death, which represent regeneration, fertility, and death. This is the Mentuhotep that they don't show you. Wait a minute, where are you at? Right here. This is Mentuhotep too. But they don't want to show you that Mentuhotep. They want to put here. So these Egyptians did what? Hold on, where's it at? I have it highlighted. Uh-oh! Chief X said it ain't so. What's up, Abdul? North American blogs love you too. Even Mentuhotep did what? He launched military campaigns under the command of his vizier Keti south into Nubia, which had gained its independence during the first immediate period in his 29th and 31st years of reign. This is the first attested appearance of the term Kush for Nubia in Egyptian records. So what? They tried to get a little independence, but Mentuhotep said, what? Fuck that shit. Because they had gained its independence, but Mentuhotep said, fuck that shit, we riding on y'all ass again. Send the military on their ass. Huh? All these people rode on their mother is what Dr. Ben's trying to tell us. Wujao was trying to tell us. Seti's trying to tell us. Smash is trying to tell us. Ark is trying to tell us. Reg is trying to tell us. These people rolled down on their own mama. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yep, that's what Dr. Ben said. It's right there. Yep, that's what Wu Jiao said. Yep, that's what Smash and Wu Jiao said. Yep, they said it. Talk to them. Ask them why they lie. You guys are on a record. Now, to their benefit, it was said 9 and 7 years ago. I'm just showing you what has always been taught. For decades upon decades, everyone has been saying that the Nubians or the Kushites is the same people as the Egyptians. If they're mother and child, they're family. If they came from the south and started Egypt, family started Egypt. They're all bullshitting y'all. Fetty, get these niggas, man. Get these niggas. And this is the end of my presentation. I've made myself clear. There's nothing you can do about it but cry and whine because who? Wait a minute. X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. I'm just clowning. What y'all talking about in the comments? Hold on. Link is dropped. The link is motherfucking dropped. The link is now pinned also. What you laughing at, Donnie? Oh, and when you come in, Saya, I want to see your face on camera. No damn avatars. We're going to have some realists up in here. Right. They call their mother vile? They call their mama ratchet? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Can you imagine? Egyptians must not be shit if they're gonna talk about their mama like that. Hey, Saya, I don't see your face on camera. Get on camera.
Can you hear me?
Can I turn the light on, bro?
I'm outside. Yeah, I'm outside for a second. That's why I said I was going to be a couple minutes.
Why you got to go outside? What's wrong with your house?
No, ain't nothing wrong with my house. I'm outside because I'm smoking. That's why I said I was going to be a couple of minutes.
Okay, well, you want to put the cigarette out and get back in the house? We'll talk when you get back in the house. I need to see your face.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll wait till I finish. I'll come in.
Why would you do that when you're trying to come on? You gonna just come on and run outside?
No, I already spoke it. That's what I said. So when you was inviting me on with the link, that's why I said I'm just going to be a couple of minutes, and then y'all was saying don't run. That's why
Okay,
you was quiet.
I don't have this live stream do not revolve around you, bro.
Right, I
Either I'm
understand.
gonna put the cigarette out and get into some light, bro. Put the cigarette out and let's go. I gotta move. I'm trying to shut. I got things to do.
All right, calm down, bro. You'll be all right. I'll be.
Okay, I mean, come
Let's
on,
just
man. You
put
should
it
know.
out.
Grown folk don't. We don't do that. This is how we do. We talk.
Yeah, go ahead and talk, bro.
No, get into some light, brother. You're not gonna
You feel
avoid
better?
this. Get
Okay,
into
you
some.
feel okay?
Okay,
We
there we
together,
go.
man. You don't gotta
Goddamn.
yell. You
All
don't gotta
right, all
yell.
right, all
Calm
right,
down.
all right. You don't run nothing here, bro.
I know,
You've
but
been
just
talking
relax,
shit in the chat.
relax.
Okay, what you got to say now
All right. Well, I disagree with you. We know that, right?
about what?
About ancient Egypt being. You say that they're non-black. I said that they were black. Right. So
You got
we,
a presentation proving otherwise?
yeah, we're just going to discuss it right now, and I guess we'll
Okay.
we'll find out. So my
How
first
are you
thing,
gonna prove to me?
right? When do you think that non-black people got into Africa?
People in North Africa have been there for 30,000 years. They've been there forever. Africa is the most diverse continent on Earth. They've always been there.
Okay. I'm going to ask it again. When do you think that non-black people came into Africa?
There's a place called North Africa, family, which North Africa is Mediterranean Africa. North Africa has never, ever, 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 ever been Black Africa. So they've been there forever for the third time.
Okay, so they've been there forever.
Forever.
All right. So if we looked at
So
say, so we
let me
looked
just
at
say
like
this real
say
quick.
we picked one of the North African countries and we looked at the original people of there, they would they be foreigners or would they be the black Africans?
No, the people there now are indigenous Africans who's been there forever.
Okay, so let's just I know people probably watching the video. Everyone has a chance to look up, let's say look up Libya. Look at the demographics of Libya, look at the population, and let's look at the percentage of Arab foreigners and look at the population of the actual natives of the country. And
Okay.
you think majority of those people in North Africa have been there forever, for thousands of years.
Okay, well, let's do this. Can you read this right now?
I'm on my phone. So
Okay, well, let me read it for you. Because you mentioned Libya, Amazigh people, Berber people,
yeah,
do the
I just
same
wanted
thing.
to look at the demographics. I just wanted to look at
Okay,
what I'm
you,
asking.
you,
What I'm asking for
no, no, no.
is
Let's
to
be
look at the
specific and answer your
demographics of
question.
Libya.
You said how long did them people have them people been there? I'm
No,
telling you
not
they've been
that.
there
No,
forever.
not that, sir. Please.
No, 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 I'm trying to tell you what you just.
Look at the demographics.
No, no, no. But let's do this first. Let's do this.
No, that's
I'm
not.
trying to tell you
That's what
that,
I'm
bro,
asking you.
bro.
I'm asking
You're
you.
getting nervous.
No, I'm not.
You
I'm asking you. I'm
specifically
asking you to
asked.
show something
You
else so I can
specifically
know.
asked how long have them people been there in North Africa. I'm trying to
I said
show
how
you
long?
right
I said how
now.
long have black people? I said non-black. I said non-black. I didn't say Berbers.
These are Berber people, non-black
Berbers are
people.
black. Berbers are black.
Oh my God, baby,
What?
Berber people are the people of the Maghreb.
Yeah, black. Yeah,
People of
black people.
Morocco are not black.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
Tunisia
Let's do
people,
this. Okay,
Tunisian people
okay.
are. Hold on, bro. Let me finish. Tunisian people are not black. Algerian people are not black. These are Berbers. How long have they been there? They have been there, and they have lived in North Africa for 20,000 years, predating the Arab conquest of the region. Before Arabs even thought about coming, 19,000 years before Arabs stepped foot over there, them people were there. Are we
When
clear?
you say them people, you're not talking about the two-reg. Are you talking about like two-reg?
No, it said, didn't I say Tunisia, Algeria? Look, right here it says Algeria.
I'm talking Berbers, right? I'm talking about the big map. Let's pull up a map.
Bro, let's do this. Let's do this then. Since you said Berbers are black, let's do this.
Yeah, put in Zanega Berbers.
Want me to put in Moors? Is that better?
Zanega, no, put in Zanega Berbers.
No. We're not doing. Nope.
Everything I'm asking you to do.
Nope. Should I put in the Moors?
No, you should put as
No,
the
you should put
negative
as the
Berbers.
negative
Because
Berbers.
no, I'm not putting in that. Because
Why not?
see,
Why not?
this is what you're doing.
I'm
There are
asking you to finish. I'm
tribes that
asking you to
got.
finish.
Listen, bro. Listen. Calm down. There are tribes who got there after a certain period during slave trade, during trading, and they right now currently they do have some black people there whom some people may consider Berbers, but they are remnants of people from sub-Saharan Africa that was taken as slaves and born into generations there,
But
like
we
the
don't gotta guess.
Tuareg.
But we don't gotta guess.
Okay, so let's just do this.
We don't gotta guess
We
and
don't
say what
gotta
you're
guess and say what
reading.
you're reading.
Right,
Because
we're
what
not
you're
going to
doing
guess.
is
We're going to
avoiding.
show
What
and
you're doing is
prove.
avoiding everything. I'm noticed that.
No, we're
Right?
not.
People watching the video. People watching the video do notice. It's very simple to. It's very simple to. I request.
Look right
I
here.
requested.
Moors, a
Wolof,
member
okay.
of
Wolof, okay.
northwestern African Muslim people of what mixed Berber and Arab descent? Those are not black folk.
I didn't ask you that. I don't
I
know
didn't
why.
ask you that.
The
I
people
don't
who
know.
conquered the
Wait,
Iberian Peninsula.
Now,
Now,
won't you do
now,
what I'm
now,
asking?
won't you do what I'm asking?
It's very
No,
simple. It's
I'm
very
not. I'm
simple.
not doing all
We're
that.
checking together.
So
We're checking
anything
together.
else?
We're checking together. So I said,
Skip
I
that.
said,
Now,
I said,
anything else?
yes. So we didn't do the Libya thing. I want to pull up the demographics of Libya. So
We talked
see
about
the
that already.
population of the
You
people.
you make a video and do
No.
that. Is there anything else?
So you're not going to do that one. Okay, that's
Nope.
one question.
I'm not gonna
and
do
you're
it.
not. Yeah. So you're not going to pull up.
I'm not gonna do it.
Lantuna Burgers.
No, I'm not going to do
And
it.
you're not going to pull up.
I'm
the
not.
Jamaica
I'm not
Burgers.
going to listen. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
They are black.
There.
Though, right?
Listen to what I'm
They are
saying.
sub-Saharan black.
Listen to what I'm
burgers.
saying. There can be many Berber tribes.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to find a fringe Berber tribe that fits your narrative, what they call it, what's another word for it?
A picture. Let's look at them.
No, like a rare. What do they say when
picture.
something's rare? What
Yeah.
do they
How
say?
about pull up a picture and look at them?
I'm asking a question to get an understanding. Calm down. What's another word for something rare or some fringe like um somebody in the chat type it. Okay, say for instance, there's 100 Berber tribes, and here it is. You lean on one that happened to be black. You're not making a point doing that. You're playing about my mind game. Berbers are not black folk. I'm just trying to tell you in general who and what Berbers are.
I hear what you're
That's
saying.
all I'm saying.
You don't want to pull up the information. So let the people that's watching the video see.
No, they can Google that on their own.
Right. So they should look at
That one off.
Yeah, they'll see that they're
Could be a word.
Senegal.
Outlier. That's it. That is it.
Those are
An outlier. This is what people do.
so,
They'll find an outlier and lean on that and act like that's the norm. This is
Right.
what you're
Now-
trying to do. I already know because somebody
I'm off-
mentioned that before.
Right. Let's pick another North African country. Let's say Tunisia, and let's look at the population there. Let's look at the demographics and see what percentage are foreigners and which percentage are the actual natives.
Okay. We're gonna do just what you said.
Try Algeria.
Oh, my shit freezing on me.
Yeah, try
We're
Libya.
gonna do all what you just said.
Look in the pheasant in Libya.
No, you said Tunisia. Let's just go with that because
Yeah,
you
we
got me on
can
the
do
mission.
that.
You
All
said
those. I'm
Tunisia
picking
first.
all those. I'm picking. You won't.
Chill out, bro. Chill out. I got you.
It's not really hard to click. You just write in the country name, right? And
No, I got something better for you, bro.
when you write the country name and hit enter, right, it's gonna pull right up. Everything I'm asking.
No,
you,
I got something better. I'm telling you, I got something better. Just be patient.
Something better is not what the people want to see. They want to see if what I'm talking is real.
No,
But see, anything that I'm asking you to do, you're not going to do. And I said that in the chat. See, this is the kind of thing I was saying was going to happen. I'm not going to answer the questions, and you're not going to want to pull the information up because it's going to counter everything you're saying. So what you're going to do is avoid it. You don't want to pull up Libya. Everyone would see, hey, 90% of these people are foreign, are Arab foreigners. If you look at any North African country, they're going to say about 85 to 90% of those pale people that you see out there are foreigners. They said themselves.
Bro, I just showed you. And you forgot. Hold on, bro. Talk over me. I just showed you. Hold on.
You won't pull it up and show the people because you don't want.
I just showed him that them Berbers have been there 20,000 years, 19,000 years before Arab even thought about setting foot. I just showed him that. Nobody can hear you. You're in the back. Just chill out. Listen. Nobody can see. You're not even on the screen. You're in the back while you're talking. Nobody can hear you. Can you hear me? He's still talking. This is what we call mental health issues. Okay? So let me just do what I was doing before he interrupted me. He said Tunisia. And he said Tunisia.
Saya.
Bro,
Why can't you
Saya, did you, bro, hold on. Do you not hear me? You were in the back chat. Nobody can hear you. Why are you still
I was
talking?
all right, so how do you know I was
Nobody heard you that whole 1 minute you were in the back.
all right, how do you know I was
Look,
talking?
watch this. Let me just show you how you two work. Watch how you get removed off the screen. That means nobody can hear you. When I do this, that means you're removed off the screen. You're in the back and nobody can hear you. That means stop fucking talking. He's back here still talking right now. Now let me add you back. Then they can hear you. Now they can hear you.
What
You
about the
get it?
conversation we was
But
having?
I'm asking you a question, bro. Did you get it now?
You don't want to answer none of
No.
the questions. I have
Okay. This
more.
guy. This
Don't
guy got to
worry.
go.
I have more questions.
I can't do it. But anyway, he asked for Tunisia. Here you go. Mediterranean food. He's from Tunisia. And on his. Hold on. I haven't shared my screen. My bad. It's Mediterranean. He's selling Mediterranean food. He's from Tunisia. And on his sausage he's selling, it says Mediterranean traditional food. And he's from Tunisia.
I am from
Do
Tunisia.
you consider yourself Mediterranean?
I am Mediterranean. Half of the country is on the Mediterranean. Beautiful Tunisia is the pearl.
Now, is he black? No, he's not black. All right. Shit crazy with these people. So, let's read through a few comments. Fetty said, keep cooking. Let me read through a few comments. Yeah, I had to get that clown off because sometimes it's people it's impossible to have a communication, a talk with. They're so in their feelings. They're so emotional. They like he probably didn't hear none of the presentations because he's too busy arguing with the damn chat. So when you're arguing with the chat, you can't listen at the same time. All right, I'm pretty much done, y'all. I just wanted to share this presentation and let anybody listening to me know that there's a total complete difference between the people of Kush, Kushites. Oh, hey, we got another one here. Tunde, what's up?
What up, Chief?
What's happening with you?
Chilling. Question: Um, do do white people and I don't think they do, but do white people and Berber share the same DNA?
Well, it's different types of Berbers. A Berber. Um, well, a lot of North Africans do share some affinities with. You say when you say white, I wouldn't say people from England or Britain or Scotland or them type. Now there's some Southern Europeans like Greeks and Italians because Italy, if you look at, is so close to. You can swim from damn Italy, the tip of Italy, to North Africa, and Greece is a. So those Southern Europeans, yes, when you looked at, like I've done the DNA, looked up the DNA of a lot of people in North Africa, and it'll have Italian, and it'll have Greek in their DNA because they're close. They're in the same region in the Mediterranean, so you'll share some affinities with people in the Mediterranean basin,
Okay.
but not
Okay.
people like in England and Britain, them kind of people that enslaved us. No.
What about those from Arabia, from the Levant? Would they share like more DNA with those guys, or
Yeah, way more than with sub-Saharan Africans. Yeah, a lot of people from the Levant, which is basically West Asia, is connected. It's, part of Egypt is in West Asia, the Sinai Peninsula.
I don't
Canaan,
understand.
that when I was
Yeah,
doing the thing, Canaan used to be a part of the Egyptian Empire.
I don't understand why people. I don't understand why it's normal for people from West and Central Africa to share distinct phenotypes and very similar phenotypes, but it's far fetched for people from Egypt and the Levant area to share the same exact type of phenotype. I don't know why people think that's not a far fetched a thing.
Thank you, Mayat, for the super chat. I appreciate it.
So yeah, so I'm with you on that. It's like people from Senegal. The distance between Senegal and the Congo is very far, but they share similar phenotypes. But people,
Hold on, I wasn't paying attention. Say that again.
I said, it's the people from Senegal and the people from the Congo. They share similar phenotypes.
Hmm.
So I don't know why it's so far fetched for people to believe that people from Egypt and the Levant area to share the same phenotypes. That's pretty
Okay, yeah, yeah,
natural.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's
You
like,
feel me? Like I don't know why people feel like just because it's in Africa, it automatically has to be black people.
yeah, I did the mileage thing from Cairo to what we call Israel. It's, what was it, like 600, 700 miles? But from like Cairo all the way down to Sudan and Khartoum, it's like 1,500 miles. So of course you're going to be more closer to the people who's in your geographical area than, so far away. Like I go to Vegas more than any place, and Vegas is just 4 hours from me. So I'm in Vegas more than other places in the United States. You get what I'm saying?
I've been to Egypt, right? And Egypt, when I landed, I still had like I traveled with my flight jacket, and when I landed, I wasn't in a rush to take off the flight jacket because it wasn't like hot. It wasn't like burning hot when I landed. When I landed, because I was on my way to Nigeria, so when I landed to Nigeria, the first 3 minutes once I hopped off the plane, it was like, man, it was burning hot. It was like the temperature in West Africa is totally different from the temperature in Egypt. It's totally different, so it doesn't get as hot as people may think around that whole Egyptian side compared to West Africa.
You've been
Totally
following
different.
me for a while,
Um, yeah, I see you go. I see you go hard on Sinetta.
going hard on him.
No, but no, just on the Black Egypt debunk shit on
Oh, okay.
Sinetta. Yeah,
My presentations on his show.
yeah. I see you go hard
What do
on.
you think about him?
It's interesting, bro. I don't know what to say. It's just an interesting take. I'm just saying, it's just an interesting take, and I don't know, man. People hate it. People don't. People hate it. People hate it,
Why do you think they hate it?
because you got to understand, man. All this shit is all a ploy to run away from Western Central Africa. To me, it's all a ploy to run away, man. People want to claim the Moors. People want to claim the Egyptians. People want to claim the Hebrew Israelites. People want to claim the what's more called the Fijis. People want to claim the Aboriginals and the Aztecs and everything, all to run away from where the hell you from, where they picked you up at. They don't want to face that, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's sad. Sad.
This guy, um, put in Lantuna Berbers are black. Let me just look that up. I got to look this up.
Did you see whatchamacallit's response? I know you saw it.
Whose response?
Whatchamacallit? Brother Reggie.
Oh, he did a response on a video that I made, but
Yeah,
brother Reggie, huh?
yeah, yeah. I think you dropped a video when you backtracked it, when you backtracked your statement, and he came back. It was like you lost all credibility or some shit like that.
Right, they trying to have a gotcha moment.
Right. Some shit.
See, like it's a lot of if I say 100 things, I might two things might be wrong. So they'll lean on them two things and act like all every the other 98 things I said is wrong too. It's just like they don't respect the fact that a person can apologize or correct themselves. They'll try to bash you for doing that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But I wasn't that off as they think, and I'm gonna show in another presentation probably in a couple days. I'm just looking at some people might think I'm looking at. I don't know what this dude is talking about. Yeah, he's talking about. Let me come on back. For instance, the Tuareg tribe. You'll see a lot of black Tuareg, which Tuareg tribe is an outlier tribe. So you'll see all kind of black people mixed up with Berber people, and you know what I mean. But Berbers, a lot of them Berbers took on sub-Saharan African women as concubines, and they brought them into their family. And when they have children, them children are born over generations into these Berber tribes. So a lot of them you'll see black and Berber mixed people and black people and things like that. And in our mind, we don't know that that came from slave trade and stuff. But the original one, their daddy, which was the Berber or the Arab, wasn't black. But their mother was. And she was a concubine of a Berber or Arab man. So they think the Turabs is black because they have blacks in the tribe. You get what I'm saying, though, Tunde?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I just gotta read up on most of these stuff, man. You know, read up on most of this shit and just dissect the information. You know, but I'm with you. I don't think the ancient Egyptians were black. I mean, I think they were melanated, but I don't think they were like our type of. You know what I mean? Like people mistake melanated for like us. Like we're not the only melanated people. Like, what's it called? Malaysian people are melanated, but they're not. We have no connection with these people.
And it's Malaysian people darker than Prince, the artist Prince. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So what does that mean? They black?
like come on, man. What is some people are wild, man. There's Dravidians darker than me. I think, right? Yeah, there's Dravidians darker than me. I have no,
Darker than me, and you.
you know what I mean? Darker than, any like, come on, bro. Darker than Sade. So it's just weird. I, it's just hopefully everybody wakes up, man.
How long you been following Sonetter?
For a while, man. For a while. I'm from New York City, so I
Oh,
used to
five over
like
5 years.
probably, probably, yeah. Like
You
I
been
used
to
to
L.A. before?
never. I do plan to making a trip out there soon, but never really got a chance to. But I'm a touchdown though, eventually.
But I used to think the Egyptians was black. You seen all my tattoos and shit, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I used to be down with all. I wouldn't go against all this shit I put on my body. It's just I just came through a new revelation. I had to kind of I had to kind of go in on it, man. Plus, I love fucking with people. You know what I mean?
What made you want to go hard on that shit though?
I'm gonna tell you what kind of really sparked me was what's this guy name? Class of Shabazz. This guy named
Clash of
Class. He has a
Bass.
channel called Class of
I follow him.
Shabazz.
I follow him.
Sometimes they'll, but he shut his YouTube down. But he used
He
to.
still got he still got videos on it though. He still got
Okay,
videos. Yeah, he
so
still got
some of
videos on
his
it.
videos, he used to always focus on Muslims in North Africa, and he used to throw certain things, and he used to keep all these books, and he got them in plastic, and he used gloves when he touches books.
He got a
He was
lot of
real,
books, man.
right. He was real particular, and he was going in a few times. I said, you know what? He's kind of sounding like he's saying a lot of these people ain't black and shit like that, and I just kind of piggybacked off of that and just
Wow.
start going in and started looking. And I said, they not. But for a while, for a couple of years, I didn't say nothing because I knew if I had to start saying something, the whole community would be like.
Cause you know what
But
it
after a
is?
couple of years, I said, "Fuck it."
They feel like you're taking away everything that they felt that we built, like mathematics and architecture and all of this stuff. They feel like, damn, if you take this away from us, what do we got? You know what I mean? What we got? You know, and no, also they feel like you by you taking it away from us, you're giving it to the white man. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what they feel like. You feel like you're taking it away, which is not necessarily true. You're just giving it back to. You're not giving it to the white man. You're not giving it to the black man. You're giving it to the rightful owners who are. There's more than one race out here. It's not just black and white.
Before I made the video called "Black Egypt Debunked," before I totally went there, I said I made a video that's titled "Egyptians Hated Black People" because I was noticing how Egyptians taught certain Nubians and depicted them. And I said, these people black. And I said, wait a minute. So I made that video first. Egyptians hate black folk. That set people on a frenzy. And then I was showing King Tut's sandals. You know them sandals?
Yeah.
Where he has a Nubian on his sandal. And that means he's stepping on them. He didn't give a damn. It's like, it's like disrespectful. You put a Nubian and an Asiatic, who are your enemies, on the bottom of your sandals. That's why I said, oh yeah, King Tut.
Yo, I ran into. I sold a. I had a car, right? I had a
Hmm.
car, and I put it online to sell, and the dude responded to want to buy it. So he met up with me in my neighborhood, and he was a light skinned brother with an afro, and we was chopping it up. I sold him the car. We was chopping it up. And he was like, "Yo, where you from?" I'm like, I'm from out here, but my family Nigerian. I was like, "Yo, where you from?" He said, "Egypt." I'm like, "What? You from Egypt?" He was light skinned with an afro. I'm like, "Jesus, you from Egypt, brother?" Like, and he had his uncle with him too. And I could just tell, like, okay, these guys. It's just different phenotypes. I was like, okay. I didn't know. I thought he was more so like Puerto Rican, something like that. But yeah, but it was like, okay.
And
I could,
another thing which triggered me. I work in the cannabis business, so I sell weed and cannabis edibles and all that shit. I've been doing this for like 15 years, right? And I had a group of Moroccan customers, and all these Moroccan men would tell their friends, and they would get weed from me. So I used to always talk to them and interview them about Morocco and North Africa, and they would always break this down. And I asked them, "Have you ever heard of the Moorish Science Temple of America?" No, what the hell is that? They never heard of no Moorish Science Temple of America, right? And I was asking about the population in Morocco. Then I find out Morocco is not even 1% black. You know what I mean?
I've been to
I've been to
Morocco.
Morocco. Right? I'm like a lot of people when they go to Egypt, if they really being honest, they really don't see a lot of black people there. Did you see a
When
lot of
I
black people?
yeah, when I went to Egypt, I saw maybe like two black people. Like I was in the car and I was driving, and I just saw a black dude just walking, just walking on the street. But inside the city, yeah, I didn't see a lot of black people.
Like you might see 99 of them and then one black person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't see a lot. And
So I,
the city I was, I was in Cairo, but they was going through it. It ain't like Cairo was some pretty fancy. This is like ghetto. They was in poverty.
right, poverty.
I'm looking at this Egypt. The way they talk about it is like this whole fantasy about like I'm looking at the neighbor. I'm like, Jesus, this is poverty. There was this girl pulling on my shirt, I had on jeans, and this little girl was just pulling on my jeans, asking me for money, like, please give me some money. I'm like, Christ, I thought this was only happening in West Africa. I didn't think it was happening over here too.
Right, West Africa is like that too. Even the
Yeah,
Philippines. When I was in the Navy. I went to the Philippines. Oh my God, they'll run game. The kids is tapping on your leg and hey, give me some money, and they'll mess around and take your wallet out your pocket, and you won't know. They are that skilled. So everybody said, watch your wallet. They'll fucking have a blade and slit your pocket. I mean, it's some tricks they be doing. So when I had my Moroccan customers, they was talking about Morocco. Then one day I started looking up the demographics of Morocco, and I said, "Damn, it's not even 1% like of us really there."
most of the people,
And I'm like,
look like French Montana.
right? I'm like, I said, most of North Africa. Where's all the black people in North Africa? I said, how did I think otherwise? And it just starts snowballing for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Oh, so I put this picture up. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
So all these people that's bound down and shit, and all these people, and they giving honor to this more paler man on the right. This is King Tut. King Tut had them niggas on his shoes. You seen that sandal?
We're at.
Let me show you the sandal. You seen the King Tut sandal? Hold on. You never seen these sandals?
You okay? I've seen those. I've seen those.
Let me see if it come up better. Oh, there's no picture here. Yeah, well, he has an Asiatic and a Nubian on the bottom of his sandals. And trying to get a good picture of it. Yeah, right here. You see?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, yeah. That's an Asiatic and a Nubian on the bottom of his sandals, like that's he's stepping on them. Then they're enemies. And not only that, they're bound and tied up with a rope. So I said, wait a minute. This was the first video I made. King Tut hate black folk, or Egyptians hate black folk. And this is the same man on the right here that had these people right here on the bottom of his sandals. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy. When you really think about it, that is crazy.
Yeah. Listen, guys. West Africa is great. It's a beautiful civilization. Central Africa is great. Yeah, beautiful civilization. Claim who you are, man. Stop taking people's shit. I'm on
And
TikTok a
it's
lot.
okay.
I'm on TikTok, and he got so many pretenders on that shit. It is crazy trying to talk about reclassification of this and that. This happened in 1625, and they changed us to black and African and this. Like, man, I don't want to hear that crap, man.
TikTok is wild, bro.
Yo, it's Wild Wild West over there.
It's full of misinformation like a
It's
mother.
the,
God.
it's the Wild Wild West over there, man.
It was so full of misinformation. I said I'm gonna leave TikTok alone.
Bro, you'll get frustrated, bro. You'll get frustrated. Like somebody said, the English language was an amalgamation of all the Native American languages in one. I'm like, what? I've never heard that.
It's crazy.
But like I said, man, shout out to West. Chief X, man, it was good chopping it up with you, man.
Man, I appreciate you coming on, man, and sharing the word. And
Yes, sir.
I accidentally did I erase my damn chat? Oops. Oh, there we go. Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on, sharing the word. Come on anytime. I may go live tomorrow too, and I'm gonna answer to Reggie and this other guy, Ankh.
You know what's funny? I thought this was what the live was about.
It was kind of because I only made this because I noticed Ankh was trying to allude to some
Yo,
Nubians
this is
still
my
forming Egypt.
confusion. This is my confusion with you and Unc, right? I thought you and Unc was on the same page. Where did shit go left?
Do you want to know the starting point where it went left?
Yeah, because I'm trying. I'm like, okay, you guys believe in the same thing. I think.
We do, really, we do.
So what the
But
hell?
Ank's still trying to hold on to Black Egypt a little bit. But Ankh doesn't call him. He won't say the word black because he uses a social construct. But he still tries to allude to that the ancient Egyptians may have been dark skinned people like us. He kind of halfway alludes to it. But he just don't want to use the word black, so he stopped using the word black
What does he use?
because I made
Melanated?
Black Egypt. He just says they're indigenous African people.
They
But
are.
he knows when you say yeah, they are. But he knows, and this our layman, us in our crazy minds, when you say indigenous African people, that's going to trigger black people.
I
So
don't
you're
think
not
he
making
knows
it.
that though. I don't.
I've told him plenty of times,
I don't think
but
he knows that. I think he just. I don't think he's thinking that deep. I don't think he's thinking that
trust me, he
deep.
did because I brought in that. Ankh is slick like that. But we initially fell out was we used to be real cool for years. I followed Ankh since he was on Blog Talk Radio, damn near before there was a YouTube, right?
Hmm.
And Ankh used to put these videos. Me and Ankh has done live together. We've always been cool with shit like this. But one time I questioned his buddy in his group, the Amin Ra Squad, Asar, and said Asar's teaching fake linguistics, and me and Asar fell out. So Ankh tried to protect him and went off on me one day. So in protecting Asar, he's protecting his brand.
Okay.
And he went off on me, and I'm like, "Damn, Ankh." So I took it kind of personal. I'm like, "Damn, kind of hurt my feelings and shit." So then I brought up the fact that how can he talk this shit to me? This nigga owe me money. You know, for
Right,
two
right,
years
right.
I let this nigga get a pass on some money he owed me and never paid me. Never even brought it up to him. I said, "Yeah." So I said, "Damn, you nigga, you owe me money. You beat me out of a case of moringa." I sent him a case of moringa from L.A. to Atlanta. I shipped it to him on my money, on my own dime.
You sent
And
Uncle.
I shipped Unc a whole case of moringa capsules. I wanted to help him to make some money. I said, "This is on consignment. You
Right.
just sell half, send me half the money back, and what the money you make, you can just re up, and then you'll be rolling." And he put
Right.
it in his bookstore out there, and he was gonna sell moringa. The nigga never paid me a penny.
Did he sell?
He was slow selling. About a year or something later, the store still had it in it.
Oh.
So he wasn't a salesman like that. But the fact that you sold over half of them and ain't gave me a penny, or even
Yeah.
mentioned it to me was like, you know. And once I brought that up, um, we just really fell out, and he just started getting embarrassed about it because I exposed him, and it just went on and on.
Right. Right.
OG Dr. Banu, you familiar? Tunde, you familiar with Dr. Banu?
Yeah, I've seen him on side stage
Dr.
a couple
Banu was
times.
crazy as hell.
I've seen him on side stage a couple times. I've seen him on side stage. Yep. How y'all
What's
doing,
up,
man?
Banu? You gonna get out of here? Okay, man. It was nice talking to you and chatting with you. Come on back anytime.
Later, man.
All right.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Wait a minute. No, you can't come up in here with no USC shirt. You know what? USC is my second squad. So, but I'm first Colorado.
how you doing, Chief? You're looking
I'm good.
good.
Thanks, man.
You're younger than me, so of course you're better looking.
I might. How old do you think I am?
Well, I'm 60. I know you're like
Oh
what,
yeah, you're older than
54?
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm older than you.
yeah, I'm 54.
Okay, good job, man. Stay healthy.
Oh,
I
so
just want to let. Hey,
real
go
quick,
ahead.
real quick. See, I'm just talking to the audience real quick. I can talk about whoever, Uncle Reggie, but they can come on my page and defend themselves. I would never talk about somebody, y'all, or critique their stuff and not allow them to come on and defend themselves or explain themselves. I do that. But Ankh and them, I'm not allowed nowhere on their programs. They can talk about me for 20 hours and I can never come on and defend myself. You get what I'm saying, Dr. Banu?
Yeah, I know exactly. They block me within a couple of uh, uh, posts that I make. As soon as, yeah, like for example, what's his name? The fake Dr. Reg, when he goes on Sonnetter, and I start to call him out. They block me and put me on timeout.
They can't have no adversaries like you, bro.
No,
You too powerful.
man, I'm very proud of my peeps. So of course I'm going to defend my ancestors and family and stuff, man. This is my best friend, Hotshot. You see him?
Hey, the homie.
Yeah,
You got
he's
the
a good
killer
boy.
with you, huh?
You a good boy? He's
It's
a
a
good boy.
collie.
He's a Sheltie. Sheltie, they look like collies, but they're like a
Okay.
third the size.
He's a working dog.
Yeah, he's a he herds stuff.
They good for rounding up cattle and other
Exactly,
livestock.
sheep and
Yeah,
stuff.
I be
Yeah,
following all the animals.
and they're
Yeah, he's
very
a working.
smart.
He's a
You know,
working dog. They very
I
smart. They quick. They kind of quick too.
yeah, they're very quick. What you
Hmm.
looking at? I just want to tell Saya, we Egyptians, our ancestors have been there for 30,000 years, and also the fact that the Caucasians actually developed in the Pleistocene thousands of years before the first known, black people existed. So he wants to say shit that we're not. We came from somewhere else. We're actually from Africa. We originated there before. Man, you know that Asseler man. Hey,
Yep. I didn't put a hole in my pants and drop some ashes on my shit. What's new though, man? Anything else new, man?
USC is in the Big Ten.
Yep. Their first game is gonna be tough.
LSU, yeah,
They play LSU on Sunday. Next Sunday coming up.
yep. We
That's gonna
watch
be a
it.
hot. Everybody's gonna be tuned into LSU and USC on
Yep,
Sunday. It's the only college game that's on Sunday.
yep, yep. Exactly. Well,
I've been watching the schedule, bro. I'm not an NFL fan. I'm a college
yeah,
football fan, though, just because my son played college
yeah.
football.
No, your son. What's he doing now? He graduated, right?
He just retired, played his last year,
Yeah,
got his degree about 5 months ago, and immediately got a job at St. John Bosco.
that's cool.
So he stays here with me like 3 days a week because the commute back home in the Riverside is tough.
Oh man, Riverside.
Yeah,
Fuck.
so St. John Bosco's out here in Bellflower, so I'm
Yeah.
only like 15 minutes from him.
Oh
But if
my
he drive
god.
home in the evening, it's gonna take two hours to get to his
Hey
mama
man, that's
house.
why I'm in San Diego. Can't stand the traffic in LA.
I
I
would be in San Diego. Like when he first got out of high school, he got
Yeah,
a preferred walk on to San Diego. Had him a locker at San Diego State and everything. I
nice.
was hyped. I wanted him to go to San Diego State, but he had a torn labrum, so they kind of wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
He had to get
Yeah,
some
I follow San
surgeries.
Diego State, of course, because they're my hometown team. So I root for them. But of course, USC first.
Hmm.
Where's
Yeah,
that?
that's all. You want to say something before I get out of here, man?
No, no, that's about it. I just want to say you're doing a great job. Appreciate you, and keep up the good fight, man.
You're a gentleman and a scholar.
No, you. All right, man. Thanks
All
again.
right, man. Be cool.
Appreciate you.
Okay, I'm getting ready to get out of here, Saya. What's up? He don't even know he's on. He's so incoherent.
Yeah. So, did we come to a conclusion about those people of North Africa?
Yeah, I already showed you. I showed you asked me about Tunisia. I showed you the Tunisian man that wasn't black.
No, I mean the demographics that I asked you about, the population
Yeah, the
demographics
demographics, we about 1% in North Africa
of
right now.
Libya. You say the population of Libya, those people there, 90% of them are Arab, correct?
No,
Arab foreigners.
no,
That's what the demographics say. If you Google Libya and look at
it,
demographics,
it
well,
doesn't.
let's do it. Let's do it
Well,
for the
It
people
may.
on YouTube.
I'm not. Let me tell you this.
I
I'm
don't
not.
say may.
Well, hold
I'm telling
on. Let
you
me
what
say
it
something,
is.
bro. You get out of here. I don't know too much the demographics of Libya. I haven't looked into it. If they're Arabs, so what?
I mean, that's important when
Okay.
you're saying the
Now it
people
may be
there.
saying that they claim Arabic because of their
No,
culture.
that's not
I
what
don't
they're
know.
saying.
Do a
That,
presentation on it and show it and teach us.
yeah, you can just Google it. It's very simple. You
I'm
Google
good.
and
I'm
look
good.
right at it. It
I'm not gonna Google
explains
it now. I don't have
each
time.
country
But
explains the demographics. You
are
know, you look up a country. It's
Egyptians
not.
Arab? Are Egyptians Arab?
Well, it's called the Arab Emirates. I
Right,
mean,
right. It
the
is. But
Arab Emirates.
Are they
All
Arabs
right,
to you?
is that what they call themselves? Right?
That's
That's what they call
what it's
themselves,
called for
Arabs.
culture today. Yeah.
They
Are
call
they
they call
Arab?
themselves Arabs, right?
Man, listen to what I'm saying. They don't.
They do.
You're
Why do
talking
they
about
call
the
themselves the
name.
Arabs?
You're talking about the name of the
Yeah,
country.
they
I'm
named
talking about.
themselves,
Hold
right?
on, man. Why you keep talking over me?
I'm asking a
I'm
question.
talking. No, listen. I'm trying to tell you something. I just asked you something so I can lead up to something. No,
I'm gonna answer it
Egyptians.
if you're gonna
Oh my
listen.
God, Egypt is only 17% Arab. I've taught that and showed that. You don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Okay. Yeah, so let's explain. So the other countries of North Africa are all mostly Arab, and they're mostly Arab because the Arab invasion spread across North Africa. But somehow, when the first place it had spread would be Egypt, but no one.
All right, y'all. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out.